peeping out here. Good morning. Welcome to Sunrise Stroll and Chat. And the sun is peeping out and creating an incredible beauty. I was going to go a different direction right now, but let me do a little bit here for you first, because this is just too beautiful to leave. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Sunrise Stroll and Chat. We got a lovely one here today. Well, every day is lovely. And especially here at the Sea of Galilee. I wanted to be up on Mount Arbel, but it was a very special sensation with the Instagram opportunity. So I did an Instagram now before this Facebook. And if you missed it, just sign up on the WhatsApp opportunity that we have attached to the different posts each day. I didn't post it yet on this one, but we'll do so. And here you can then you can be alerted each day before we start. This is a special day today, or tomorrow. We'll have a surprise for you tomorrow, that's the plan, okay? But right now, look at all the garbage here. And it's such a pity people leave all this trash. But tomorrow is cleanup day, worldwide. So walk with a little bag in your pocket and pick up all the garbage you can. And let tomorrow not be the last day you do that. And maybe you can do some today so it's not the first day either. The sort of things I'm going swimming, but that's not the case right now. That'll be later on. But what we can do now is go and do a little walking, because there's also a worldwide walking day, which I think was earlier in October, and it's also going to be recuperated in Israel tomorrow, because there was some reason why it was not possible. Maybe it was the lockdown. We had a very severe lockdown. Or maybe it was because of the festivities. I don't remember. But tomorrow, walking day is being held here in Israel. So I encourage, oh, there we go with our birds. So I encourage you to take a few steps, and you can practice today and then keep it up every day. These occasions are like birthdays, you know, you have to love everybody in the family all the time, but on a birthday you emphasize a particular person more. So if anybody has birthdays today, we say happy birthday. And again, I say thank you to all those who were kind enough to participate in my birthday in different ways. Somebody wants this text here, and I don't know what it is, but maybe we have some Hebrew speakers can check it out. And it's obviously the tourist symbol, the Sea of Galilee map. And then there's some text here that I'm not going to stop and read, because we want to go on and see the sunrise. But somebody maybe can pop in a message here and tell us what's going on, and if not now, later. Okay? So here we are. Look at this sun coming through the trees. And since we can't say too much, let's take a wheel around here and watch Mount Arbel. we were up on top of that. One of our caves is up there. Actually, the other cave that we didn't do is right there. You can see how I couldn't come around the corner to see it. Okay, we were in the one on the other side. On the right, you can see that one there. That'll be for another day, God willing. It doesn't seem inaccessible. So we're getting lots of stories along these cliffs and these scenarios. And it's not just stories, but maybe for particular people participating, there's a special grace. Because in this life, we're not just walking on the earth and doing our own thing. We're participating with an array of heavenly hosts. We're not alone. We're accompanied. Look at that. Look at that, people. Ain't that gorgeous? This is the sunrise you wanted. The sunrise prepared for you today. You want to stay here. If one of you is a painter, you'd want to stay here at every one of these scenes and paint them, wouldn't you? No shortage of rocks. In the Instagram post we had a very big one. The Lord is my rock. That's our response line in the psalm today. The Lord is my rock. Blessed be the Lord my rock. And this is from Psalm 144. Here you have another scene to paint. You know, we're made for peace. We're made for peace, but we're between big battle lines. And that's the way it feels very often in the world. We're also we feel a call inside of us to change things. But what can we do? With our poor little limited selves, what can we do? And there's so many things to comment there. Every little bit is a big deal. Every yes to goodness is a big deal. But there's actually another level in the readings. If you're ready for some very, very intense menu today, Paul gives it to us in abundance in the letter to the Ephesians. So I'm going to read it as we continue walking. It's very, very powerful. We're in chapter 6 of Ephesians. And I think we should set ourselves in the context of our world today. We think of, let's say, human trafficking. Millions of people. How are we going to stop this? and the great need people have, the great suffering. And it's not just in the third world, it's the broken hearts everywhere. The enslavements, the drug cultures or anti-cultures. We got two birds perched up here, and they'll be taking off probably as we get closer. Let's see if we catch them. They're right behind this bush here. Look at them. That bird values her perch for the sunrise view. There we go. There we go. Plain ordinary crows. So, are you ready for heavy duty stuff? So the battle is very big, and we're between the battle lines. And we're called to action because we cannot be inert and neutral in front of all the evil. And we want to change things. We really do. And we feel this amazing call and desire. But we're overwhelmed by the dimensions. So now if you want to understand the dimensions, look at this text here. It's Ephesians chapter 6. Brothers and sisters, draw your strength from the Lord and from His mighty power. In other words, it's not just your power. And so your power that's so limited, even if you're the president of a country, it's very limited for lots of different reasons. And that's any country, even the most powerful. Maybe there's some dictators that claim so much power, that dictate so much for people. They're so totalitarian. Police are everywhere, controlling everything. People are spying on each other. And history has recorded many such regimes, also in our times. Totalitarian regimes that have caused havoc. Draw your strength from the Lord and from His mighty power. Put on the armor of God so that you may be able to stand firm. You don't have to be cowed even by the mighty empires, totalitarian, brutal, persecuting empires. And this is the beauty of the new springtime that came up in so many saints in times of horror. Imagine the little martyrs, imagine the girls in the Roman Empire, and they stood for their faith, and their executioners marveled. Their power didn't come from their genes and from their nerves. Draw your strength from the Lord and from His mighty power. Put on the armor of God so you may be able to stand firm. Imagine a little girl, a teenager, maybe not just even turning teenager, able to not stare down, but able to stand firm in front of the mighty arm of the Roman Empire. And this has happened before in the Bible with Daniel, and it has happened afterwards to our very own days. The story of Edith Stein, of Maximilian Kolbe, and so many others. Put on the armor of God so that you may be able to stand firm against the tactics of the devil. Now listen to this here, because it's not just the cruel emperor But this is an amazing line. For our struggle is not with flesh and blood, but with the principalities and the powers, the rulers of the present darkness, with the evil spirits. Therefore put on the armour of God, that you may be able to resist on the evil day, and having done everything, to hold your ground. So stand fast with your loins girded in truth. You know, there's our first issue, a checkpoint. Because many times we also make adjustments and we open up a flank to the enemy because we're actually not in truth. We allow ourselves to be deceived. And we have a great ability to do that because we know our independence, and we run where we want, and we do what we want, and more garbage, and we just do our own thing because that's the spirit of the times. And this deep connectedness with God as He has revealed Himself. To stand fast with your loins girded in truth, clothed with righteousness as a breastplate. And your feet shod in readiness for the gospel of peace. That means have footwear on and go and bring the good news. Visit that sick person in the hospital. Bring them encouragement because maybe they're very down. Go and bring a nice fresh meal prepared for a family where there's illness, where somebody is bedridden. It's beautiful to see those type of gestures, and they bring so much consolation. To stand by people when they're in trouble. In all circumstances, hold faith as a shield to quench all the flaming arrows of the evil one. And take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the Word of God. With all prayer and supplication, pray at every opportunity in the Spirit. To that end, be watchful with all perseverance and supplication. For all the holy ones, supplication for everybody, and also for me, Paul says, that speech may be given me to open my mouth, to make known with boldness, that means with courage, with strength, the mystery of the gospel, for which I am an ambassador in chains there in Rome, so that I may have the courage to speak as I must. And always to speak in love, never in hatred and belligerence and talking down. This is what all the martyrs have taught us. Forgiving their enemies. And how many of the persecutors actually turned and accepted the truth proclaimed by these martyrs. So, in a way, we are called for lovely peace, like we see at the lake here. But we find ourselves between very tough battle lines. And sometimes it looks like the sun is going into hiding, and we're discouraged. The beauty we claim as our own, which is really just a gift to us, is withdrawn from our eyes for a moment. And it's only a moment. Blessed be the Lord, my rock. There we are with Psalm 144. Blessed be the Lord my rock. Where's the sun? And then if you want a very concrete example, just continue reading on later to the gospel passage and you see the serene firmness and determination of Jesus in front of Herod and his total decidedness. In the midst of all the fear and all the withered, there's a new life bursting forth in fullness, flourishing. And that was experienced here by very concrete people at the Sea of Galilee 2,000 years ago. And here's Tiberias right in front of us, the seat of Herod Antipas, that fox. Jesus didn't use too many nicknames for people, and especially despective ones. And he said, that fox. Go and tell that fox that I will continue my mission. Well, there's one mighty big rock. Blessed be the Lord my rock. Today the pilgrimage is on third last day, and we have the Feast of Pentecost today. And these trembling, nervous little disciples are able to go out and take on the Roman Empire, take on the whole world, and stand in front of this battle line with great confidence. Totally committed. Let's pray for all those who are on the battle lines today. The water is right down here. Some more beautiful flowers in bloom here. So I think we'll be saying goodbye as we enjoy another little peep from the sun. I'm fascinated with what people are doing with the pictures and posting them and talking about the Sea of Galilee and reposting them. Some people give credit, other people just post it, and that's okay. I don't own these things. I'm just as blessed in being given a gift like you are. Welcome all you new folks. We're at Sunrise Stroll and Chat on the Sea of Galilee. We're actually wrapping up, but you can find this here on the Facebook page. It'll also be posted on YouTube for your friends who don't do Facebook. And there's also a shorter, different type of edition on Instagram. And you can find that easy. The links are also posted with the post. So you can find that. And if you want to be alerted when we're having changes in program like this morning, because there was an incredible sky, a lakeside view, so we posted the notification on WhatsApp, and people were able to tune in right away from California to Australia, New Zealand, Hong Kong, Singapore, South Africa to Finland, the whole world involved, Alaska, Hawaii. It's just great to be connected with the whole world. Look at this up here, people. The Lord, blessed the Lord, my rock. And that rock is there for a while. This is a water installation here. All the people who have worked to be a blessing for us. These are lovely to touch. You want to do that? Put your hand out and touch it. Okay, people. So, see you later, alligator. I'll be able to go back now to home base and swim in this beautiful water. Look at the sun coming down on the water. Made for you. A gift for you today. Bring out the gold in people's lives, even if they're very cloudy and murky today. You can be a little bit of sunlight there, get deeply connected, and you can help to bring out a lot of gold in the darkness. God bless you. See you later, alligators. Thanks for joining, especially the newcomers.